Down courtside to the two guys who will call tonight's action. It's Mick Moninghoff and Rob Kennedy. Guys?
All right, thanks very much, Murph. Rob, in game number one, as Greg said, Seton Hall taking on Navy. We could see a lot of points. Both teams really like to push the issue.
And Mick, they get that pace differently.
Davis gives up for Hazel for three. Long, no good, and the offside rebound is controlled by Keena.
A good ball movement to make the extra pass for the wide open three.
Keena finds a man in the corner for a three, and nailing it is Sprink.
So every time that Seton Hall's had an opportunity to get over the hump and get the lead, they've misfired. Navy, on the other hand, they've been able to answer, stretch the lead back out to 4.
56-52 as Sprink spotted up that time. You know, when a shooter can spot, it's going to be money.
Yeah, when he lets the game come to him and doesn't force, he makes shots.
There's a three outside, long distance called home, Larry Davis.
That's a good answer now. Once again, Navy able to keep Seton Hall at arm's length, but here come the Pirates once again.
56-55. Navy, the lead and the ball with 11:13 to play in regulation. On the dribble. Here is Chris Harris. Tries back to the corner again, continues the dribble, comes into the paint, pump fake, turn around, fade away, no good. Good rebound, up strong, and a basket. Count it for Brian Richards.
As we said, Richards banged up early on, but is giving him a good lift coming off that 15-point effort last time against Canisius. Important rebound, offensive rebound, and put back there.
Big time rebound and basket. Here's a jumper by Harvey. That's good.
That's where he's at his best, in the open floor and putting the ball on the floor to get into the paint.
58-57. And this is the pace we thought we'd see. Against pressure. Long lead pass ahead for Greg Sprink. Sprink behind the back dribble. Ill-advised into the paint. Navy throws it away and will take an official timeout. 10:23 to play in the second half. Navy a 58-57 lead over Seton Hall. Here is Beinert, who has done a nice job pushing the ball to the floor tonight. Outside, long distance. Stevens calls home for three. 59-57.
That's a big turnaround, Nick. The missed foul shot by Jared, and then the three-pointer by Jared Stevens. He's a sophomore, playing with a lot of confidence.
Johnson on the drive. They kick it out to Bembo. Lafayette the lead and the ball, but up by 2.
And this is what home court is all about. Lafayette needs a bucket to extend the lead, not only, but to take this crowd back out of the game because they've come alive.
Shot clock is at 10 seconds. Here comes Johnson. Fadeaway, jumper in the paint, no good. The ball loose and controlled by the Crusaders, who can tie or take a lead on this trip.
Exactly right, and you know, again, you talk about home court advantage. This is as loud as this place has been since the beginning of the game.
Here comes Cavateo into the paint on Bembo, driving, no good. Put back,
that's good.
No basket, offensive foul.
Number 4 on Keister, there was no question about it. Ryan Willen had position, and Andrew Keister just cleared him out. And that was an easy call. Don't know if we'll get a chance to see it again. But even when Coach Brown takes a look at it, he'll know. Watch the right side of your screen. Right there. Andrew just shoved Jared Mintz right out of the way and created a clear advantage.
You know what? He knew it. He didn't really argue too much as he picked up his 4th personal. So now Mintz goes back to the free throw line where he missed his last attempt. Mintz tonight 2 of 4 from the stripe. So now it's Jared Mintz time. He has to heat up at the stripe.
Exactly. And you know what? He's your senior leader. That's where you want him. And that last miss is a distant memory.
With his 4th foul, Andrew Keister goes to the bench. Jared Mintz at the free throw line for the Leopards in a 2-point game with 5:35 to play. 82% free throw shooter for the big fella. The first is all net.
The Hart Center got very quiet. Andrew Keister does not want to come out of the game, but you know, Mick, you've got to give him a minute or two here. You can't afford to have Andrew Keister pick up his 5th.
Because he's an offensive threat, just like he is on the glass defensively as well.
Exactly.
Mintz again, got it, 12 points, 61-57. Here is Rob Delaney in as Tony Johnson goes to the bench. 61-57. Lafayette the lead in the ball with 5:33 to play. Against double team pressure. Beinert pulled up the dribble. Now here is Brown. Bembo's out on him.
Lafayette comes out in a 1-3-1. It changes the look. They're going to make Holy Cross take up some time as they figure it out.
So now Brown wants a long three. It's short. Rebound is controlled here by Ryan Willen. He's looking for a guard. And bringing up the ball will be Rob Delaney.
Great blockouts by the Leopards that time. It was a long three by Devin Brown, and Lafayette was there to corral a rebound.
Lafayette has led this game virtually from the outset. Right now, it's a 61-57 advantage. 14 on the shot clock. Backdoor, Willen didn't bring it with him, and it's a turnover. Cavateo picked it off, and here comes Biner. Biner pulls up, lost the handle. And luckily, not a turnover as far as the Crusaders are concerned. A long three. Call it home. Long distance, Devin Brown.
You just wonder how long they can stay that quiet between Biner and Brown and Cavateo. Any one of them can take over a game, and Fran O'Hanlon's going to try to quiet the crowd and get things back under control.
1 point ball game on the three by Devin Brown. Here's the reset. 4:26 remaining in the ball game. Lafayette a 1 point lead at 61-60, and they have the ball. Ryan Willen goes down the lane, draws contact, throws it up off glass, no good. Rebound controlled by Willen, got it back. Good basket! Not a foul!
Nick, you're coming out of your chair, my man. Ryan Willen uses his body, gets the defender underneath the basket, and finishes a huge bucket. Watch him right here. Battling. Dudzinski almost gets it. The bounce comes to him. Nice job right there, and I think a good call, because really, the only contact that's created by Biner, he tried to deke the referee. Ryan Willen completes the three-point play. It's back to a 4-point lead.
He has 14 points to lead all scorers for the Leopards tonight. 64-60. It went from a 1 point game to a 4 point game, just like that, and we have 4:05 to play.
Lafayette stays in this 1-3-1 zone now.
Jumper outside by Stevens, no good. Rebound, Dudzinski, put back, good.
The one weakness with the 1-3-1, it's a very difficult defense to rebound out of. You're really spread out, and that time Dudzinski found a lane to the basket.
Offside rebounders really got to find somebody to pick up.
Exactly, and it's very difficult to do. Keister getting ready to come back into the game now.
Mintz and Maurer play catch, playing a little two-man game. Dudzinski doing a nice job of shutting off Mintz, so it has to go back out front to Darian Bembo. Only 10 on the shot clock now for Tony Johnson. Johnson works off a screen set by Mintz. Goes to the corner. Delaney for three. Got it!
Rob Delaney. Dribble penetration by Tony Johnson. He finds Delaney, and Delaney delivers.
Delaney with a three and back, answering the other way as Beinert in traffic, getting it to go. 67-64.
You talk about that last timeout by Fran O'Hanlon, how important it was, because it really changed the momentum around. It got Lafayette calmed down. It got this crowd a little bit out of the game. And since that timeout, Lafayette has reestablished itself as much as you can in this kind of game.
Johnson with the basketball. Lafayette leads it 67-64 with 2:43. Here is Maurer up strong in traffic, off glass, no good. Kind of forced it a little bit.
He really did.
Here come the Crusaders with Beinert the other way.
Cavateo up strong on that rebound.
Beinert pulls back beyond the arc, takes the three, no good. Rebound inside, and they're going to call a foul. Hold on.
I would think they're going to call it on Lafayette. I thought Cavateo was over the bat.
So did I. That's where I'm waiting, but I want to see who they actually called it on. Regardless, it's going to be on the Leopards. 2:28 to go. Rob Delaney a three-pointer, and Lafayette hanging on to a 67-64 advantage with 2:28 to play. Here is Mackie McKnight. Leopards starting to come to life on the offensive end. Can they slow down the brown and white? Knutson, baseline drive. Turnaround, off glass, no good. Rebound controlled by Ryan Willen. Back comes Tony Johnson. Willen driving into the paint from the foul line. Stop, kicks it back for Petkovic. He's hot, he's got another three-pointer. Three threes in a row for Petkovic. Makes the score 21-17. And the Leopards are back in the game thanks to the long-distance shooting of Nick Petkovic. So he has 9 points. Now it is Griner. Had his shot blocked by Mintz on the turnaround. And here is Willen looking for the trailer. Gives it up for Delaney. Drives inside. Nice pass. Basket. Score it for Jared Mintz. And a timeout by the Mountain Hawks. So Phil Martelli calls out the defensive set on the inbounds. See if they go zone on the inbounds here. That looks like they're going to pick them up tight in the corner. Stanley drives baseline, kicks it out front. Jabber almost walked into it.
Well, he's got to be aggressive right there. That's one of the few times he's had an open look. He passed it up.
Down low, fourth pass here by Odgenson, and it's a turnover. Jalo and ahead, gets it to Lee. Lee finds Stakaitis, couldn't get the shot away. He'll have to reset. Jumper out front, good for three. You don't expect Ferguson to step up and drain it, but he did.
He shoots it at 37%. Doesn't take a whole lot of attempts from beyond the line, but that's the aggressive play that Phil Martelli has been looking for, begging for at times from Robert Ferguson.
Jabber going up strong and scores on a baseline drive.
Well, last time he passed up the open three. Right now you don't see the confidence in his three ball, but he's got to be aggressive offensively as well.
St. Joe the lead and the ball up by one. 17:31 on the clock, second half, and an entry pass. They're going to call a foul. I think it's on Zoller. He pushed off to get to that ball.
I'm not so sure about that one. Looked like good solid post defense as he came around the post player inside. You're going to see Zoller as he comes reaching around. Boy, I tell you what, that's a tough call. Can't defend it any better than that in the low post.
And this ball tipped into press row by E.B. Jabber looking for the steal.
And neither team right now conceding anything defensively. It's even hard to get the basketball in on baseline out of bounds.
Stakaitis gets it into Dwayne Lee. Lee thought about a three, gives up for Ferguson. He's feeling it. Good for three, another three.
Little pick and pop as Rob Ferguson, who was quiet in the first half, now stepping it up and making his presence felt on the offensive end.
14 points for Ferguson with two consecutive threes. 27-23 for St. Joe's. Turnaround. Jabber, one-hander, goes home.
Well, now all of a sudden you see the different ways that E.B. Jabber can score the basketball.
And the pace starts to quicken. 27-25, St. Joe to lead the ball, but here's a steal for Jabber. Looking to tie it up and a layup. Stripped by Dwayne Lee. Good defense. American to throw it in. It comes in here to Munoz. Munoz guarded by Delaney. 21 on the shot clock. Moldavenu for three, no good. Rebound pulled down. Good basket and a foul. Troy Brewer, a chance at a three-point play. Got the rebound, put it home, drew contact, and got it to go. Brewer now with 14 points, makes the score 67-66. Another look at it. Brewer fought off the contact, hit the fadeaway on the baseline. So Brewer looking for his 15th point to tie it up with 15.9 on the clock. Here's the free throw. Good. We are tied at 67. And timeout taken by Jeff Jones. So Brewer has 15 points, hits the big three-point play with 15.9 on the clock to tie it up. Another look at it. He fought off the rebound, the contact, and got it to go. Mintz hands off to Johnson. 13, we'll count it down. 10 seconds ago. Lafayette going for the final shot and the win, tied at 67. Down to 6 seconds. Here is Johnson down the lane, running one-hander, no good. Rebound pulled down by American, and the horn sounds. We are going overtime. 67-67. As Tony Johnson couldn't get the runner in the lane to go down. And we are going to an extra session. Another look at the big play with 15.9 to go. Brewer, the three-point play. We are tied at the end of regulation.